Hello. We had our hero moment. I dressed up and stuff, but I should have picked Telana's robes because that just has more attribute mods, which overall results in better stats, more health, more armor class. So I was supposed to be using that instead of a revan robe. The regeneration of health is not that big of a deal, especially for a backliner control mage. We're here again in the temple where all the crazed Churka employees have been deleted from the area and replaced with the Jedi, or otherwise it would be obvious that the only way they could have posed a threat to Verbo, that is actively using its force field now, is that those Churka employees were coded to deal 50 damage with unarmed strike, and even us, the main character, can't handle it, because now we're in control of ourselves. Quick addendum, or more like update on the fake milk that I talked about last time. I tried a little bit of a bavarese, which is of course tea with milk, and it does in fact cut through the bitterness the tea can have. I'm thinking thanks to all the protein, whether it's almond or oats or regular milk has, but I still doubt that the main target for vegan oats drink milk replacement were vegans who drank milk with tea or tea with milk, and they needed a cruelty-free substitute because they were not willing to give up their tea and milk. Also, I don't know why these people don't just buy human milk from women who explicitly consent to selling their milk, because they do overproduce, so they can get rid of it. It's usually produced for children and for mothers that don't lactate as well, not for long enough, or not just in enough amounts per thing. So you could feed your children regular breast milk, which is pretty beneficial. But other than that, there are portals around already available, and they're giving like the legit reasons, like, oh, donate to those who can't, or you're overproducing so you can just earn money off of that, or maybe you need a quick buck. We don't judge, you know, titty milk, you know how it is. Who doesn't want to suck a little bit of a titty milk, huh? I mean, yeah, there's this weird stigma about all the human interaction, human milk, that adults shouldn't drink it because it, I don't know, comes from women. If they agree, what's the problem? But also, not only that, it's also an issue for, again, it's not only vegan who need their bavarese, it's also an issue for people who are lactose intolerant. But there are already lactose-free milks on the market available for purchase, so that shouldn't be an issue. You know, they just add lactase to it, and that's an enzyme that digests lactose sugar. So I don't need that many stunts. Lactose sugar, and so there is no lactose in it anymore. And since lactose is a sugar, it would make the milk a bit less sweet, but then again, the milk isn't that sweet in the first place, because the longer the sugar chain is, the more complex the sugar is, the less sweet it is. Glucose and fructose would be more sweet than sucrose, and then lactose would be even less sweet than sucrose. So it's not like it's gonna be drastically less sweet and awful. It's not a problem. It's still cow's milk, and you're gonna complain about cruelty, but I wouldn't. But if you're just lactose intolerant, there are just milks available without lactose, instead of buying oats milk that kind of smells like cardboard and kind of tastes like cardboard. Oh hey, well hey, this guy's fast, huh? Can I? No, I can't go first person in combat apparently, but I still can just fucking stun them. I'm gonna cast it twice because this one's coming. Verbal again, really keen on going in and fucking shit up, even though just a moment ago it couldn't handle a hand-to-hand with crazed Churka employees, minors not trained in war, in combat. Good thing I don't need to walk closer to activate my powers, just like we had trouble pathfinding on Mandalorian's ship. Alright, I didn't need to use another lightning. My team fortunately was able to just deal damage. Still on track with the plan of taking their gear away and leaving them with nothing, and in the end, I don't know how much of a save I'm gonna need at and when, but a quick save here is gonna be good enough for now. And if not, I've got a hard save for today's episode, so I can just go back and do whatever I need to do. Just retrace my steps and get what I want regardless. Right, so there's more of them. Items received must be grenades, probably. Alright, let's see. That's this. That's still everything that we've... Right, if they keep taking away our gear because of whatever they're trying to show here, everything that we already owned is gonna show up as new. And then I'll have no way of really knowing what is the new thing that's been just provided to me for no reason as well. And I don't know why are they giving away grenades. I don't need them. I'm well within my force... I don't know. Like, I'm a Sith. I'm a Force user. All the way. I don't even need ammo for blasters, let alone grenades. I'm doing pretty well with AoE that I've got with force powers. Right, yeah. And there we go. Verbal, again, rushing in against people with lightsabers compared to just crazed miners with no weapons at all. It's fine now. Ludonarrative dissonance? What is that? Thinly veiled bullshit? What is that? Like I said, they should have just had him level 1 and with negative constitution, and that would have made sense. But then they would try to rush him in to combat, and I don't know if he's got like some scripting similar to essential NPCs in the later, well, in the Elder Scrolls 5 and up. 4 and up, where you, and Fallout actually 3 and up too, where they just can't be killed, and then that would also fuck with you. Why does he need to participate in combat anyway? Why is he programmed to? NPCs in like Taris streets don't run in to fight. I don't think there are any outright escort mission. I don't remember if there are any escort missions in KOTOR, but I don't think those characters would run in to fight either. Maybe the one, the droid that was used as a sex slave or sex toy by a woman who lost her husband. Yes, that's a quest in KOTOR, play KOTOR. Would either run in to fight because you're fighting, or run in because he would try to kill himself. Oh, skeleton. Halloween is long over. Well, you know, of course, depending on when you're watching it. But at the date of release, it's more to Christmas, more towards Christmas. Not a big secret. The date of release is over there, right there. One more, and then insanity again. And we're losing the pathfinding this time. Alright. What does the skeleton have? 5 life support packs. That's quite a few. Right. I don't know. Doing fine, so I'm gonna hit quick save here. Since we're not since our party is not wrestled away from us, so that we have to worry whether it's time to strip them of everything they own or not yet. I don't know what's that over there. One more maybe. And then again stun. That's what D&D 3 was all about. Have a wizard, control everyone, deal massive damage. Now it's all control everyone. And don't deal that much damage. Oh, hey, careful. Who did you attack? Me? Possibly. I'll take it out of you. Take it out on you to take it out of you. Death field, of course. That's what I'm trying to say. Vampiric touch. I like vampiric touch. I like vampiric abilities. They're unfortunately often just balanced so that you can't really live off of all of them all the time. But I wish they did, because that's good. It's useful, right? You're dealing damage to the enemy and healing yourself. Alright. Yeah, all of them are killed. This is something. Where would we go now? I don't know. There are guys coming out from here. So maybe since enemies are there, that's where the progress is. So maybe I'll try these doors. Well, I won't. There's the answer. Alright. And since we are coming closer to the resolution of this whole situation, I think it's prudent to say that I've recently played Prey. Finished Prey. And it didn't really hit me. Like, it went for something, but I think it like stumbled over its own feet because it had too many, because, you know, tentacles and all the aliens, typhons. 2 inner chambers. Right, let's try. Alright, oh, it's the area from other tombs where, for instance, there were these totems or like massive structures that block this bridge that you have to blow up with a carbon grenade or something, incendiary grenade. They were made of carbon. They were made of some substance that's black and glossy, and it's fucking carbon one way or another. It's either coal or graphite, but it burns all the same. Anyway, again, items received. Is it more grenades? Yes, it fucking is. Poison grenades. That's what I need right now. Poison grenades. Right. We got that lately. Right, anyway. So we've got that covered. I don't know why I'm getting that. The game is not that difficult. Again, AoE. Guys, would you like to participate? Oh, with all these, then we might have a problem with shadows and game crashing again. So, in before that happens. Oh, who stunned him again? Verbal? Alright, they're both dead. And Mechanic. Mechanic is rushing in to fight. Alright, I'm fine with that. Go and get yourself killed. If only that was possible. Unfortunately, it isn't. He will just go unconscious, and then we'll win, because we're not gonna let ourselves get unconscious. Even though, never mind. Don't forget about it. I'm not gonna mention it. Only one. One is enough. You know what? Actually, since there's only 2, kill, 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 and there we go. So I played Prey, and the whole concept is, I don't really like it. Like, the idea is, of course there's gonna be spoilers, fuck you. It's the road, not the destination. The idea is that you're a typhon, and you're put into a simulation to relive the events of Morgan Yu's life about discovering typhon and testing neuromods. Problem is, you as a player don't know. You don't know better, so of course not. But you as a fucking typhon would. So the whole thing is that the game starts and you as a player don't know. If you don't know, then you don't know, right? So you're a player, you think, oh, I'm gonna play Morgan Yu, regardless if it's a man or a woman. I'm gonna play Morgan Yu. Of course I will. And you run through this whole game thinking, oh, I as a player, I'm a human, I play a human, this is a video game, but I'm identifying with Morgan Yu, another human, and let's see what the game brings, right? And you solve the mystery of the space station, and in the end you're taken out of the simulation, and you're told, so what do you think, how did he do? Because you know, you're a typhon, you know that, right? No, first off, we didn't. And second, since we didn't, how did you manage to make us forget who the fuck we are? Like, that's not how it works. The whole idea of neuromods is that they will erase, like, that's a discussion. I'll try not to get into it. If you remove a neuromod, you lose the memories up until you, fuck.
Sure.
You lose all the memories that you've accumulated from the point of acquiring a neuromod.
Sure.
We already have the memories of being a Typhon. We were born a Typhon, hatched a Typhon. We became, once we started being, we were a Typhon, and once we started understanding what we were a Typhon. And then we got the injections of new mirror neurons to learn empathy skills. And yet the simulation would have us not remember that we're a Typhon. The game could have had something if they made it so that, oh, you were always a Typhon. How will you interact in this scenario? And then we're dumped at the end, being told, and you know, the whole Earth is fucked up, and because of you, because of Typhon, not because of you personally, but because of all the Typhons. They took over and they won, and we're scrambling to survive. So, what do you think? Did you have empathy? Would you work with us? Can you work with us? Can we achieve peace? And then you can decide, yeah, sure, or nah. But instead, you were a Typhon. It was kept secret from you somehow that you're a Typhon. You were in a simulation when you were a human. And I don't know, maybe the idea is that the Typhon was told that he's gonna play a human, and they were like, here, play Morrowind, let's see what choices will you make. But then why would it be a secret to us again that we're a Typhon? And to a player especially. I think this is a misstep, and it should have been clarified one way or another, or made in a different approach. Like, the whole thing could have been just, oh, we've... Sort of like Bioshock. It's all about you and your volition and what you decide to do. But it's not like you're not who you are. You have false memories. That's also a thought about. You have false memories, but it's not that you're not a human or whatever. You might have been rapidly aged, you might have been a clone, but you're not pretending to be a completely different species altogether. That you were never capable of working or thinking like a human. Like you're a dog's brain in a human body or something, right? So this is a misstep to me. Because of that, it's a complete miss. So the Bioshock is that you learn all the story, the whole backstory and lore of the place you're in, and that's what you're doing on Talos 1 in Prey. And that would have been fine enough, someone said. I almost wish they didn't bother with the main quest, because investigating the whole mystery is interesting enough on its own. That's fine, but... And they also added that, oh, this was a simulation, and you're also not a human. Silly. That's a complete miss. I think it kind of ruins it. And because at that point, alright, main chamber, alright, hopefully it's not right away main story. Right, not yet, not just yet, but we're this close. So in the end, you're getting detached from who you were throughout the whole game, and you're told now you're a different, something completely different. And now you have to relate. You were a human. You're a human, right? As a player, you were a human as the game character. So you were operating as a player through the avatar with your instincts, supposedly human instincts, right? With empathy. But again, this is a video game, so it's sort of debatable. But even regardless of that, you think of yourself as human, and then you're told all you've experienced. And the memory loss. So the whole testing is about removing the neuromods from you to retest and retest. So you as the character kept losing memory, and throughout all the events, you learn that you as Morgan, you, the avatar, the thing that you think you are playing as, you learn that he had a relationship with one of the space station's occupant, a Ukrainian woman. I don't remember her name. Anyway, so you had a relationship, a romance, a love, a relationship, right? You were boyfriend and girlfriend. You are told through text that you find. You don't have those memories because they were wiped. You don't have those memories because you're not Morgan you. You were just put into this world because you were just a player. And you're told that you loved her. And you broke up because of something. But she thinks that you broke up with her because of her medical condition that makes her not able to take neuromods. But that's beside the point. That's just a complication for the narrative. But that makes me have no attachment to her. And of course I played 80%, always 80% playthrough, because why would I replay the whole 100% of a game for 20% missing dialogues, scattered around fucking 48 hours of gameplay. So I'm trying to do all the quests, because if I'll just negate all of that and murder everyone, I'm not experiencing the content, and I really want to squeeze everything the game is offering. I'm sort of playing not in accordance to how I would act, even though that's how I want to play the games. Sorry that we're standing here, but here we're gonna hit discussion, and I'm gonna end it in the middle anyway, so might as well review Pray For You. So we're put in that world, and we're told that we loved a person, and then we're also torn away from that, and we said no, we didn't, because we're a typhon, not a human, so it wasn't even relevant to us anyway. So throughout the whole game we're told that we're human, and we had these relationships, and I as a player and Morgan as our avatar, we don't fucking care. We're not in a relationship anymore, and we don't care about the relationship because we don't remember it. No matter how much you tell us that we had it, I didn't care. I could have left her for dead. I could have not done her side quest, because that's content, I wanted to do content. Could have not done her side quest, not give a fuck about her. And then after playing 48 hours of being a human and acting like a human would, regardless of whether it's a good human or bad human, more ethically good or evil person, now we're taken away even further from that, from having a relationship, having had a relationship with a woman, and now we're said, no, you're a typhon that you've spent 48 hours of the game killing because they were attacking you. Will you save us and stop? Will we live in peace now? And the only options is, yes, we will live in peace, essentially, or no, we will kill you anyway, because we're the apex predator, alien, murderous species lacking mirror neurons. And I didn't care for that choice either. I was playing the whole game as a person who lost all his relationships because he didn't remember any, and also as a player who wasn't involved in any. We already broke up, I didn't care for her. Now I learned that I'm a typhon. Why the fuck would I care, first off, about the humans that I'm not, and second, about the typhons that I just learned I am? I wish there was an ending that I would just get up and leave. I'm no longer of either world. Neither of the world is for me. I'm not a human. I was lied to by humans, and I didn't experience being a typhon either. And I don't really want to be a typhon, because what's the experience that I know about typhons? That they just roam around killing things. And clearly I've got human mind processes, thought processes, so I don't want to bother. I don't care for either world. I just want to get left alone, get a new simulation video game to spend my time on, and eat pizza. Or whatever, eat brains, maybe, I don't know. We could eat cow brains, whatever, I don't know, you know. I don't care about either worlds. And how does that relate to this? Well, because at least here I was told, hey, this is the person that you personally picked. Look at her. She's technically an attractive twi'lek who barely wears any clothes into combat and worships you like a god. She's immediately having a relationship with you. You can hate it. You can think, oh no, don't think about me like that. Just make your own choices, live your own life. Or think, yeah, I deserve this. I wanted a sex slave, like I talked about throughout the whole mod. I wanted a sex slave. I enjoyed this relationship that we've got right now. So now we're at the end here, supposedly, I'm pretty sure, and we're gonna be told, no, I'm making my own choices, it was all a lie, you lied to me, you manipulated me, I don't want anything to do with you. And I care, because I really liked that relationship. I was put into this relationship, even though I lost all memory of it, even though there was no memory of it ever, because this is fanfiction. And even though you might hate it, but I'm not indifferent to it. This mod got me, right? Thinking about something. I don't like the arguments it's making, because I want the relationship. I want the sex slave that's also a highly skilled, hand-picked personal assassin to go along with my other fuck toy, only that fuck HK-47, only that fuck toy is a toy, which is a robot, right? It's not a person, that fucks up other people for me, rather than me being able to fuck it because it's my shadow and she'll do anything that I want. So they got me caring, Prey didn't. And that will be it for today. Thanks for watching, hopefully you did enjoy and hopefully we will see each other in something. I'll play for you for free. In the meantime, of course, interact with this video and every other video on my channel, preferably by watching and sharing it with your friends, subscribe, and if you don't like the content, it's entirely your fault.